We're down by the water today because we're talking about a diving watch. This is the Casio Duro, the MDV-106. I've got it on a different strap, but let's talk about it. So you'll have to forgive the situation we're in. I wish I was recording when it happened, but my camera took a nosedive off one of the rocks they have to break the waves coming in, like that one and those ones and all that. And I thought it was completely busted. Thankfully it wasn't. So the camera angle on this is gonna be a little weird because there's no good spot to set this up. Hope you're not looking for shot-to-shot consistency because it's a little windy down here today as well. The Casio MDV-106, this is the -1A, the black version, which is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna jump right in with the price here because that kind of frames everything about this watch. I got this watch for 60 bucks, 85 on Casio's website. You can get it for 60 frequently on Amazon, different places like that. And what a steal. In my opinion, based on everything I've seen, the best bang for buck diver you can get, period, as of 2026. Stainless steel construction, screw down case back, screw down crown, 200 meters of water resistance. Really nice bezel, little bit of back play. So to make it completely line up with my minutes, I do have to kind of force it back just a little bit. It normally sits kind of like that, a little crooked on the front. If I kind of force it back to the right just a little bit, then it completely lines up. By default, it comes on a resin strap, essentially a rubber strap, that is actually quite comfortable. I think it's really nice. It feels really good. It'd be great for actually taking this into the water. Personally though, for everyday use this at work, so I opt for nylon or fabric straps. I've got the Benchmark Basics on here currently, that James Bond style double gray line. I don't use a pass-through because I don't like pass-through NATOs, but I do use the two-piece version of it. This is the seatbelt nylon. It's awesome. I'll have it linked down below. I also use the same strap I used on my Spinnaker Nessie watch, just in black. I'll have that linked down below as well. But the default resin band is really nice. It's super comfortable. My only issue with it is that because of the way it's designed, it has these little divots around the back side near the case. And if you're someone like me, I wear my watches just a little tighter because I do not like them sliding around on my wrist. It can leave some pretty annoying indentations. It makes it kind of itchy because it's compressing your skin so much, and if you get that kind of wet or you sweat when you wear watches, which sometimes I am while working or whatever, it can get a little itchy. So that's my really only problem with it. But honestly, for everyday use, it is super comfortable and you don't need to change the straps out, but you easily can. My only problem with the strap, besides those little cutouts, which again aren't really the biggest deal, is another thing that's not really a huge deal. I do wish they were quick release straps, but they're not. Talking about the case size here, we've got a 48.5 millimeter lug to lug. We have a 44.2 millimeter case diameter and a 12.1 millimeter thickness. Pretty nice size in my opinion. It can be a little big for some people. On my 6.6 inch wrist, it fits perfectly fine. It's like almost too big, but it still fits. We've got a mineral glass front, which some people don't love. We'll talk about that in a second. And an aluminum bezel insert there with a pip. This is a Quartz watch. It is a 3-hands date with a really nice black or different color, there's blues as well, sunburst dial with that little Marlin logo. I love the Marlin logo. It's also on the back. There is the MDV-107 with some slight changes. One of the things they did is get rid of the Marlin logo. But on the MDV-106, it is there. And it adds a lot of character to the watch. I love it. I also love the really polished hands. I think they just look so sleek. And the white Loom in there looks really good. And then also the indices, the indexes, the circles, they're perfectly symmetrical, and they just look so hot and super crisp on this black dial. And then that red seconds hand also, I think just looks super nice. And I also really like the bezel. Aluminum doesn't bother me. A lot of people prefer ceramic bezels. I've never had one. The Loom on here, let's talk about the Loom. Bad. It's just bad. Casio Loom is notoriously bad. Taking this from direct daylight into like medium lightness or in the dark, medium lightness, you're gonna see it for about 30 seconds at max. In the dark, you can see it for like an hour, but that's if you're lucky, and that's like complete pitch black darkness. So bad lume there. Mineral glass, like I said, so it is more likely to scratch before it shatters. The good thing, however, about this being such a popular diving watch and being a Casio is there's actually replacement parts. If you go on AliExpress, I think you can probably get some on Amazon as well. They're gonna be a little more expensive though. You can just buy replacement parts for this, and they're not one-to-one. So you can get a sapphire crystal for this easily and replace it yourself. You can get a bezel for this and replace it yourself, and you can make it ceramic. It also will give you different color options. You can have the different layouts for the hour markers and stuff, and you can do that on the cheap, which is really, really cool. I think for the money, if you want to invest to slightly upgrade this, you can probably make a really, really great watch still for like $100 or less. That's kind of rad, actually. I find myself really loving the look of this watch, and I prefer to wear it for work, but honestly, a highlight of going to work is getting to wear this watch. I love it. I fell in love with it when I bought it. I bought it because it was popular. In all honesty, I bought it because it was recommended as a good first diver. It was my second diver, but I thought that it would fit my collection very well to have a black diver. And I did not expect to like it as much as I did. I saw this recommended because of r/Duro gang on Reddit, and they're right. This is like a cult. You get into this and it's like, oh my God, I want more. In fact, I like this so much that for my friend Christian's birthday, who you may know from videos on here or on my gaming channel, I bought him the blue version of this watch. That's the blue bezel and the blue dial. And he fell in love with it as well. It is just an absolute banger of a watch. And I can easily recommend it for $60 or even $80. And if you're not a fan of that mineral crystal or that aluminum bezel, it's probably a pretty easy upgrade. I'm not super into watchmaking, but those things seem to be things people do fairly easily. But honestly, a quartz movement, 3 years of battery life, allegedly 200 meters of water resistance with that screw down crown. This is a great everyday watch. It looks awesome, and it's super fun to wear. It's got so much personality with that marlin. It's just so clean and well designed. You've got that subtle brush finish on the top of the lugs and on the case back, and that slight polishing around the edge of the case back, and the polishing on the sides, which looks gorgeous, and the polishing on the crown, and the polishing on the rotating bezel. Easy recommend. Again, I'll have the links for the straps down below. I'll have the link to this watch on both Amazon and the Casio website. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like the video if you liked it. Favorite the video if it was your favorite. Feel free to subscribe for more content like this. I've been uploading watch content every single week, along with shorts here and on TikTok and Instagram. Feel free to check out my gaming channel. I upload on there occasionally. That's SkullHQ Gaming. I also stream on Twitch occasionally, twitch.tv/theskullhq. That's where all that gaming content is from. And all my social medias are linked down below. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Blue Sky, Threads, and join the Discord for video notifications and discussions and all that fun stuff. So seriously, thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you in next week's video. Take care.